Hello everybody, good day to you. Welcome back. Glad you guys are here. We're going back up in the air with this particular Nissan Frontier. The trans is out of it. It's over there on a stand. Yes, I skipped all the laborious parts. We're gonna go back to the engine, pull the flex plate / flywheel off, and then I'll be in a position to change the rear crankshaft seal. So stay tuned because this is gonna be a very good video. By the way, if you're new here, welcome. Glad you guys are here. This is a part 3, I think. I think this is the 3rd video. No, this is the 4th. First video, I diagnosed the AC. Second video, we tore down the oil pan, the front timing cover, timing belt, and the water pump. Third video, I replaced the front steering gear and some of the hydraulic lines. And now, like I said, we're going back to the back of the engine. We're gonna pull this flex plate off and get that rear crank seal replaced. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. We got a 14 mil socket here. Let's pull these crank bolts out. Oh good, they came loose. I was afraid the little gun wasn't gonna do it. And it's close. You hear that hammer in there, double hitting? There we go. One more. Let's put these aside. There's hundreds of bolts that have been removed out of this truck. Okay. Let's pull this guy off. I wonder if this is indexed. No, it's not. It can go any way it wants. I'm gonna mark this. Yeah, I'd like to mark this because I don't know. Well, it's got a crankshaft position sensor on it, and it's back here. And I think it uses some position on this flex plate / flywheel as its TDC. So I'm just gonna mark things up a little bit so we know kind of where this came from. It couldn't hurt. Might not be necessary, but it could be. Let's go ahead and pull this guy off next. Whoa, that's a lot of oil in there. Nasty. Come here. There we go. Okay, so here's the back of the crankshaft. This right here is the seal, and we can see there's a bunch of oil in there. I think I need to remove this little this aluminum housing right here. A couple 10 mil bolts. Let's pull these guys out. Dirt flew in my face. I think I just prized off of there. Okay. Okay, we'll just get behind it with a little pry bar here and just walk this thing back. Become disconnected from, oh, there's a pin right here. See the little pin? There's a pin kind of hanging onto this. Let's get that thing walked off. There we go. All right, there's our rear seal. And so right here, we've got a gasket between that little cover plate and the block. We need to get that gasket separated or just grind it off with a polishing wheel. Yeah, I think I'll just hit it with a Ziz wheel, spider web. Okay. All right, incoming power tools. We'll just polish off that gasket business right there, and then we'll have a nice clean, smooth surface to go off of. Loud noises. Okie doke, so we got the back of the crank seal plate thing kind of polished up. There's a bit of rust pitting right here, but that seems to be a little inconsequential because the seal is here and then around here at the gasket. So I think that's okay. I'm just gonna polish up this mating surface for the trans real quick, and then we can think about reinstallation. Clean that up real nice like. pretty good. All right. All right, let's rinse this thing off and then get that new seal installed. Shiny. There we go. That's pretty. Give it a good little wipe down here. Much more better. All right. Alrighty, we're over here at the bench. I've got the rear seal and its little flange thing. I need to knock the seal out, and then we can press the new one in. Let's see if my vise opens up enough to support this properly, so I can press that old seal out. I have to avoid breaking this, of course. If I break it, I'm in trouble. I think right about there. That's good. Let's get at it with a punch. Easy peasy. Old seal. There's our new one. Let's clean this bore out of this thing a little bit and get all the nasty out. Make it nice and shiny. There we go. Clean the bottom side too. It's got a bunch of sealant on it from the last attempt to seal this up with silicone or RTV. Get rid of that. Very good. Okie dokes, this thing's nice and clean and shiny like. Let's go ahead and get our seal tapped into place here. Real easy. Just walk it in with a dead blow. Beautiful. Very nice. All right, new seal and a new gasket coming into position here. Let's go ahead and set this gasket up on its little studs there. I'm gonna throw a little bit of grease on this seal so it slides well, and then we can get this guy bolted back together. Okay, a little bit of grease goes right in there on that seal. Some people don't do this. I prefer to do it because why not? Couldn't hurt. Just stick a little bit on that surface. It's kind of a lot of bit, but that's fine. And we can sneak that guy over the crank. Oh, my gasket moved. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. We're not doing that. Line the pins up. And crankshaft seal is in position. That's pretty. Much better. Good. Okay, let's get our 4 little bolts here that hold this bracket assembly together. Let's get these guys on. We got 4 of those. Nice. Let's go ahead and give it some actual clicks. Very good. Actual clickage is complete. Well, I just spied with my little eye something not good. You see right here? What's that right there? That's the vacuum line for the fuel pressure regulator. And right above it, sorry I hit you with some pliers, right above it is where it plugs into, right here with that little tube. The issue is there is no vacuum line. I'm going to need to fix that while I'm back here. We're gonna call that a bonus. Let's get this this old hose off of here. It's in there good too. Come on, vacuum hose, become removed. There we go. You see that? That's not okay. Okay, I've got a piece of bulk vacuum hose here. I think this right here should be enough, just 2 or 3 inches. Cut that off. All the way up. Ooh, I can't even reach. Stuff poking me. Okay, that's on the vacuum source. Push out a little further. There we go. And then we'll loop it around, plug it into the regulator, fuel pressure regulator, and that's a complete repair. All right. Okie dokes, time for some reassembly. Let's go ahead and get our plate, spacer plate back in, and that's gonna ride over the 2 dowel pins right here and over here. We'll set that guy in. Looking good, bolts are lined up. Now we can get the flex plate in. Okay, flex plate coming in. I'm gonna put it back exactly where I got it, marking up my nail polish with my nail polish. Put our little washer plate thing on there. Uh-oh. There's debris. Let's get out of here. Sure. Right there. Go ahead and get this guy threaded and we'll run it down with our gun. Come on, bolts. Get in there. That's 3, 4 bolts, 5 bolts, and 6 bolts. Thread. There we go. Beginning forward impacting fix now, please. There we go. All right, now we got the flex plate installed. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna move back around to the front of the engine because it is now time to get that oil pump installed. Once the pump's installed, I can get the pickup tube installed, and then we can get the pan reinstalled. Then we will go back up top, get the water pump and the timing belt and all that good stuff reinstalled. Now, as you can see, I've already stuck the gasket on the block. It's being held in position with the 2 retainer pins, or alignment dowels, alignment pins, whatever you want to call them. We've got a flat right here and a flat here on the oil pump, and that's how the crankshaft drives the oil pump. This part rotates and that's where the gears are inside. So I need to get that lined up, and we also need to make sure that I don't roll this this seal right here and cause it to come apart as it slides over the crankshaft snout. Not very easy to do. I'm just kind of wiggling it, and I think I'm actually going to reach out back and grab the flywheel to kind of turn this to help that seal slide over the front of the crank. Not easy to achieve. Okay. I believe we've got this seal slid in position here. I'm going to try to seat the pump on its little alignment pegs, and there we go. That's good motion there. It went in right there. It went in. I think we're in good shape here. I like it. Okay, so the pump is almost flush on the block. Let me just give it a couple little taps here. I think we're good. Make sure those pins are in position and they're seated. Very nice. Okay, we've got a few bolts that need to go in. We've got this this big 12. That one goes over there, I believe. And then there's a few little 10 mil size bolts. Let's get these guys all started. Plus that hidden one back here that I had forgotten about when I took it apart. That one hides back over here. Let's get all these guys screwed in. That's good. Let's see, there was one that goes here that's part of a bracket, but I'll go ahead and get this one started just to have it in place. I'll take it back out later. .12mm clips. Very good. Let's go ahead and get those 10s run down. Beautiful. All right, let's get this with some torque wrench action. All right, coming in with a water pump next. I've got a couple of the studs in the pump, or the bolts rather, and these are here just to kind of hang on to that gasket. It's not exactly flat, so it wants to flip-flop around a little bit. So we're just gonna sneak this guy in. I have it upside down. Epic fail. Hang on. Doing it wrong. All right, gasket's coming in, pump's coming in. Just trying to get all this stuff aligned so or before the gasket falls off. Pardon my crappy camera angle here. This is not a very easy task to accomplish. I'm watching the gasket, making sure it doesn't fall out. That would be horrible. Okay, that's 3 of the bolts on. That little guy on the end is there, but that's not gonna stay. And I got 1, 2, looks like 3 more bolts for this water pump. There's another one right here. And where's my my last one? I'm missing one. Hang on, it's that one. Okay, that's all the water pump bolts. Those guys are in position. Let's run those down next, and then we'll get the timing set reinstalled. My lost bolt was actually this one because this one was not installed, and I had this bolt over here, so I had to take this bolt out of here and then put this one here. That was my issue, but I fixed it. No worries. Okay. Another. There we go. And that one down there. Alright. I think I'm missing one. Sure am. At the bottom. Nice. Alrighty, we're looking for 21 Newton meters of torque. That's at the top of the range for this torque wrench. Actual click. There we go. 3. Number 4. Here comes number 5, and last one back over here. Good to go. Okie dokies, let's get the crankshaft sprocket slid back onto the snout of the crank. It's got a little shim right here. There we go, get past that. Here comes our sprocket. Let's slide that guy on. A little more please. It's a tight squeeze. We'll just tap it on in there.
All you gotta do is tap it in. I can do that.
Okay. All right, next up, time for the tensioner pulley. Let's slide that guy on, just like so. And it's got 2 washers in the front of it, and of course there's a nut. Let's get those washers in. Let's thread the nut on there. That thing's spring loaded, and the spring's riding on this little stud right here. It's hard to see from where y'all are at. See right there? That's the stud and the tensioner spring. Snug that guy down. There we go. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll we'll turn this tensioner down to kind of preload it, and I'll just tighten the nut a little bit. Sorry, y'all can't see. I know I'm terrible. Stay. All right, now we can go ahead and get the belt set up. So fortunately, this belt is marked CR, that's for crankshaft. We've got left camshaft, and there's our mark right there. And we have right camshaft, and there's our mark. I think it's this one, the dotted mark. Either way, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna align this mark up with the dot that's on the crankshaft pulley down here, and then the next mark with the dot on the cam pulley, and of course the third mark with that dot over there. Kind of hard to do because it's difficult to see, but what I think I'll do is I'll set up these two top marks first. That way we don't get ourselves confused, because those are easiest to see, so we'll go with what we know. Okay. Now this is the tension side over here. The crankshaft turns clockwise from the way we're looking at it. So we want to do the tension side to begin with, to start with first. Words. Okay, cam bolt is off, or the cam mark is off. Let me move this. I need to put a clip on this to hold these belts in position. That's what I need to do. Yeah, here's how this is gonna go. What I'll do is, we've got our little mark lined up with our line. I'll take a paper clip here, a little binder clip, and we'll just clip that guy right in. Oh no, it didn't work. There we go. Clip that guy right on straight. That should hold it in its appropriate position. We're lined up. Yep, looking good. Okay. Okay, looking down, we've got, there's the mark on my crank, or the crank mark rather. Where does that go? It goes, that's between these two ribs by my thumb. So we're right on it right there. Let's wrap the belt around. It's almost in perfect position here. Push that guy on. Stay. And we'll double check the mark. Can you guys see? There's the dot. Get some light in there. There's the dot. And our white mark should be right under that dot, and the survey says I can't see it. I think I got it. Negative, we're a tooth off. Hang on, let's try again. Flashlight, gravity. There it is. All right, taking a look from down below. Let's check those marks. And yeah, we're off like a whole tooth. Let me turn this crank a little bit. Rotate that way. How about now? Are we lined up? Yes, we are. Okay. Now I can just turn that crank back, and it'll take the slack out of the belt, and then we'll be in position here. Turn that by hand some. There we go. Now we're tight. Okay. Let's go back up top and do the other camshaft. Okay, let's just recheck everything. That mark's lined up. I know that one's lined up down below because we just put it there. Now we need to get this cam in position, and then we can tighten the belt. Okay, let's turn this until we, whoa, almost went too far. Let's get our, we were like one tooth off. I'm actually might have to pull that tensioner pulley back out. Yeah, I think I do. Hang on. Well, the mark's lined up. Maybe I can slip this thing over. Maybe not. No, I'm not using pry bar. Can't pry bar timing belts. That's a bad idea. But I can use flange force. And we are on. Beautiful. There we go. Let's double check some marks real quick. The dots are lined up with the dot. That line is lined up with that dot right there, hard to see. Let's pull our clip back out. Yep, there's the dot right there, see that? And then the bottom one, let's go back down below and recheck that one just in case. Yep, we're good. There's the line, there's the dot. So the engine is now in time. Very good. Let's go back up. We'll set tension on the tensioner. Right about here. So what I'll do is turn our driver. We've got some tension on the belt. And we can lock it down. Please become locked down now. Looks good, feels good. Click. It is good. That's tight. Everybody's aligned. Good to go. Okie doke, so from this point of view, we're in good shape right here. Let's go back down below, raise this thing up, and we need to get the oil sump pickup installed, and then we can get the pan reinstalled and then resealed. Nissan moving back up. All the way up. All right. Pickup tube is coming into position here. It's got two little brackets on the side that bolt it to the bottom of the engine, and then there's two bolts up in the front that bolt it to the oil pan. Let's get all these guys started here. All four need to be threaded before we attempt to tighten them down. That's just how it is. Come here, thread, get in there. Please, thread. There, all right, there's one. And number two coming in. Get in there. Come on, come on. I'll weld you on. I'll do it. There we go. All right, get somewhere now. Click. Twice click. Thrice click. Let's get these guys in next. Okay, pickup tube is in position. Let's go ahead and fetch the pan. I'll clean it up real quick, and then we can get that thing set in and resealed. Actually, hang on a second, I'm ahead of myself. I need to get the oil filter adapter bolted onto that pump. I was supposed to transfer this over earlier, and I did not, so I need to squeeze this thing up into its home, which I might have made a mistake by not doing that earlier. Yeah, that's gonna be a real tight fit to get a hold of that bolt. Oopsie. Error. Assembly error. No worries. So we got 3 bolts in this guy. I should be able to do this. Better be able to do this, or I might have to take that alternator bracket off, and that will displease me. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Actually, I probably should have put the pan on before this. So here's what I'll do. I'll leave this thing flippy floppy like since it's in position, and since I can reach the bolts, and then I'll get the pan in, just in case I'm incorrect with my order of operations here. Okay, so at this point, I think we need to have an intermission. This video actually ran for over an hour, and the AI does not like 1 hour plus videos. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and cut this one off at the half-hour mark. But don't worry, the other half of this video is already available, but it is a super secret unlisted video. So what you need to do is wait for the end screen to pop up and click that little square in the center of the screen. Click the link at the upper right-hand corner, go to the comment section and click the link in the pinned comment, or find the link at the top of this video's description. Any of those actions will take you straight to the other half of the video that we just got finished watching. See you guys there. Thanks for watching. See you later.